Gina Duarte,
Present.
JJ Gomez, you're the proxy. Federico Elizondo, present. Viviana Frank, Roberto Gonzalez. Present. Valerie Gonzalez, Ruby Marquez, Nidia Robles,
Here.
Francisco Reyes, Myra Hernandez.
Okay, we have quorum. The next order of business is public comments. Citizens are required to notify members of their intent to comment prior to the start of the meeting. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker. No more than 3 persons will be allowed to speak on any side of the issue. Should there be more than 3 people who wish to speak on a particular issue, they need to select one or more, not more than 3 representatives to speak for them. And the presiding officer may limit the public comments further in the interest of an orderly meeting. Speakers may not pass their minutes to any other speaker. Comments should be relevant to city business and delivered in a professional manner. No derogatory remarks will be permitted. The visitors who are here to make a presentation, during, the executive director's report.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on, nobody signed up, right, for public comments?
No comment.
Okay. So, the next order of business is interim president report, Viviana Frank. I'm going to pass it, I'll make my report during the Food Town Laredo report. I think the only thing that I would like to say at this point is that we're moving on. Next month is gonna be our final month with, could be this month. I've already reached out to, the city manager to find out when we can meet, because our month-to-month contract will be up. Could be this month or next month, I'm not quite sure, cause I know the fiscal year starts in October, and maybe you all can tell me, do you know if it's the end of October or the beginning of October that it starts?
Starts the beginning.
Okay, so our month-to-month is really ending at the end of this month. So we should be on our 3-year contract by October, and our insurance is moving along. You can report on that later. And, moving on to actually the secretary's report, which is Federico.
So, if y'all can see in your packets, the meeting minutes are there on the left. Basically, and then we just had a pretty standard meeting. I did give an update on the insurances. And at that point, we had sent off the documents. In that time, we have gotten an approval for the insurances. So we have all of that squared away. So that allowed us to get the lease that Viviana will talk about later. But yeah, so as far as any changes we made, we added all the requirements that were on the lease, and then we added other just stuff to get us to a good place. So for example, the errors and omissions for the board and that kind of other liabilities. So I will make a motion to approve the minutes from August 15th.
Like to make a motion?
Second motion. All those in favor? And all those opposed? None heard, motion carries.
So that's pretty much it for me, unless anybody has any questions.
So, does anybody have any questions? So, Bobby is not here, but he asked me to report, on the treasurer's report. Let me pull up. quite sure how it works if the treasurer's not here, but he asked me to report on it. So there's a balance of $25,841.21. These are monies from the city and monies from grants. They are split up in different accounts, and when we do work on the grant, the money comes from there to pay for the administrative part of that grant into the funds that pay for contract labor. There was an insurance payment made in July for the existing insurance that we have, which is for workers' compensation. And the new bill will be that plus, somewhere, but they haven't sent the invoice yet, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I
Did
haven't
you
heard
ask
back.
them?
Yeah, I asked, I emailed them just to
Okay.
see.
So it's, somewhere between $2,500 and $3,000. And then if we pay it all at once instead of on a quarterly basis, there's we get a 2% better cost. So I think at the last meeting, that's what we decided to do. And, that should go out as soon as we get the invoice, correct? All of that's been voted on already, it's just a report, and that's basically it. When we start the agreement in the past, with the city, with the 3 years, what has happened in the past is we get the increment for the year deposited into the account, and we manage those monies as needed. We're gonna be going out eventually, probably sometime in October, for an additional program coordinator for the organization. And we started meeting on the job description, but it's kind of been put on hold since Food Town has come in. And this is a responsibility that we needed to do for this year, and since we got funded this year, we went ahead and pushed to do this. Anyways, that's the treasurer's report that was sent by Robert. One more thing, Jackie Nojosa has said she agrees to be the accountant for us. We need the letter of engagement, that still has not been signed, but we have approval for what her cost is already, and if she starts this month, we'll be good, cause really the contract with the city starts in October. Are there any questions? It's a report, it's not printed out, so, we won't move to pass it, but, at any rate, just to bring everybody to speed, and we'll probably get the report next month. Unless there's any questions, we'll move on to the next order of business. Executive Director's report.
Buenas tardes. As you may know, we will have a super fat month next month in October. So we are working against the clock in the gardens. I'm super happy to report that last Saturday we had 22 volunteers working the grounds. Many people from LC and a few others from TAMIU were able to get a workshop, a hands-on workshop, and I think they were very happy because of their faces and their input. So we will have another session this coming Saturday. And I'm gonna review a couple of other projects we are involved in. Of course, the pumpkin patch. We had a visit this morning from Laredo Main Street to oversee the premises. We will host the event for 4 weekends in October. And we are super happy for that. Another project we are working on is between RISC, the city of Laredo, and us. It is the grant that we applied back in June, the Trees for Texans grant. We got it, and we got $5K to plant 20 trees in Canseco premises. We have the plan to go and get the trees next week between RISC and us, and we will keep them until the planting day, which will be November 16th, after the pumpkin patch and all the activity we have in October. After the pumpkin patch, we will start or begin the irrigation system design and the planting holes, and then finally to plant in November 16th. Another project I am involved in is Adelante con Árboles grant. It is a grant that we got recently, funded by Texas A&M Forest Service. We have the second meeting tomorrow, and we are listed as a community collaborator. The final goal of the grant is to plant shade trees in 8 elementary schools in Laredo, in LISD actually, and the schools are Cigarroa, Haight Elementary, Leyendecker, Dates, Farias, Bryan, Santo Niño, and C.S. Milton. They will plant shade trees in all these 8 schools, and we are going to develop or make a plan to make some workshops or events in those campuses. So that's how we are gonna collaborate with them also. And of course, we are involved with the farmers market. South Texas Food Bank is still working with us diligently. And today, I'm super happy to invite the people from LC, that they are working super hard to develop our website, and they are here to give us an update, and so the board is aware of the website they are developing. And if they do have any recommendations, we still have some time to do some tweaks and edits. And the final idea is to launch our website in October and promote it during the Food Town event and the pumpkin patch. Okay?
Can I just say something really quick?
Sure.
Hi, I'm Dr. Marisa Guerrero. I'm the director of our Bachelor in Organizational Leadership. This is Ms. Amanda Toro, who oversees experiential learning and our 2 students, Frank and Alyssa. And I do want to thank Mr. Moreno and the entire board for allowing Laredo College to be part of helping your organization. Our students have learned so much under his leadership and under the leadership of this board. And we're very excited. We've got a lot of other projects planned, and we have a very sustainable plan. So we'll be stuck with you as long as you'll have us. But we do definitely want to thank you and our students in this leadership process. I think they'll be able to tell you that it wasn't just developing the website. They really became immersed in the organization as well as our other students. So I'm very proud of these 2 students, the outstanding job that they've done. And also Ms. Del Toro and Mr. Moreno, who worked very, very hard on this project. So again, we do thank you all. And as he said, this is part of their capstone project. And so they'll definitely look for any feedback. But I think the end, this is definitely the customer facing side. But on the back end, I think we'll need the students to lay out to the board some of the options to go live with the website. That does incur some financial, it's not very expensive, but it does incur some financial responsibility on that end. But I don't know, Ms. Del Toro, do you have anything else?
No, if you all have a few moments, we'd like to share what they've come up with so far, and we're open to any feedback. Again, the idea is to kind of go live in October so that we're able to promote it at the upcoming events that Mr. Moreno has. So without
if you may, before they start, do you wanna share something about your experience last Saturday in the garden? You were there working?
Yes, we went, we took a group of students last week to volunteer at the gardens with Mr. Moreno, and I like the way he promoted it last time as a session, what was it, like a teaching session. It wasn't like just come and volunteer. He kind of promoted it more like come and learn and come learn how to farm, right, or come learn how to garden. So there was like that educational component to it. So we took the kids, we took the students, and everyone kind of got like a little demonstration, and then we kind of started with the actual planting of what was it, cauliflower and broccoli and different crops. So that was a very nice experience, and I think going forward, attaching that educational part to it is probably makes a stronger campaign for volunteers. Right? You learn and you work.
We have fun.
You don't know that you're working.
You don't know that you're working, but you are. So without further ado, we'll turn it over to Frank and Alyssa.
Alright, good afternoon everyone. I'm Francisco Gutierrez and this is my partner. And we'll be showcasing the current status of your potential website. So I'll be showcasing it as if a normal person were to be going through the website.
I do want to also make a note, like I said, we're extremely proud of these students, and especially proud because they're not necessarily computer science students, right? So we're leadership students, but I think it really does show the resilience and how they're very quick to adapt to their organization. So I think they did a great job.
This is housed out of where?
And then
The website is housed out of where? Is it
it's a week.
but we bought the domain or
No.
we're in the process
No,
of it?
There's no, yes. This is just kind of like a layout. We'll go over plans at the end.
But we do have the LCUA.org,
Yeah, but we want to change the DBA to L.
well, yeah,
To
that was before that idea, yeah.
When they show you the plans, one of the options as you move forward is you get to kind of customize your domain name. And so those are some things that the board can discuss. I think the plan will be probably that we will hand over the credentials or we could continue to help with our new group if that's something that you'd like to explore. But I'm sorry, Frank, go ahead.
Okay, so when people first get into the website, they'll be introduced with this option of signing into a newsletter. They'll be able to provide their email and sign up, and from there you can send them any events that might be coming up. And yes.
Calendar of what to plant. That would be a good reason to sign up for a newsletter.
The calendar, oh yeah.
To plan what?
That's a good idea.
And right here we have a short video showcasing different volunteers planting vegetables and other vegetation. Here in the bottom we have two options. People can click on learn more and it'll take them to the about us page. We'll get to that one later, and the contact us page tab. Here we
So
have.
where does the video show? Is it on the bar on the top?
The top.
Yes. So here it doesn't show, but the logo is on the left side. It's just it's not there, but
When you
you'll
go
be able
live,
to see it. Yeah.
So you click on it and you'll be able to see.
As soon as you
It's
log
like
in,
a
it
banner,
does.
it's just like a banner running in the back.
Yeah, it's like the background.
So what we're looking at now is not what it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
The only thing is that we would have to transition certain things to reflect our logo or
Yeah, we
images.
can always change the video or.
Yeah.
add
I
a
see.
video.
Yeah, so this is the current packaging, this is one of the
Got
TikToks that, was already created, I believe by
By
Mr.
me.
Moreno, yeah. He does a good job with that.
we need people's faces.
Well, but we have to double check the.
Yeah.
The consent.
Yeah, well, we gotta do that anyways.
Okay, as we go down, we have a little description of the organization's initiatives. Just a small brief summary of what the organization is about and the different events that they hold. And we have a picture here of a volunteer with their vest on. As we go lower, we talk about the education, the various workshops. And I know that Mr. Moreno presents the organization with various schools. So I provided a photo on the left side. And And as we go down, I provided a short, brief summary of the different events, the farmer's market, the pumpkin patch. I put the organization's farmer's market stand, and then the different vegetation that they grow. And as we go down, we have a gallery. Here, people are able to go through different photos. They can click on them. They'll be able to get a better understanding of the work that this organization does. And on the very bottom, we have basic information, the organization's head office, their socials, and if people have any questions, they can call the phone number, or they can click on the contact us button. So the first tab we have here is the projects tab. Here we give a brief summary of the multiple projects that the organization works on. And for the first one, we have the demonstration farm. Here we have several photos. Again, it provides people a background of what this project does for the organization. And in the bottom, we know that it's a joint effort between the city of Laredo. So here, when people click on it, it'll send them to their official website.
Just to their official website?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a specific,
You can link it to a specific website within the city department. You need to
To
determine
the,
that
well,
later.
it could be linked to the health department's website, and because the, adopted healthy food system plan is on there.
okay, that might be a nice thing.
Mm-hmm. The second project we have here is the hybrid tomato project. We know that the organization teamed up with the Texas A&M AgriLife. And again, we provide several photos of the amount of tomatoes that they grew. The third project is the farmer's market. We know that you guys have been working with Laredo Main Street for many years.
For
And
more than 3 years, definitely.
Yeah.
This is the fourth year, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, and then the very last one, we have the LCUAS pumpkin patch. We know that you have one coming up very soon. So we provided various photos. And then one of the partners that we provided was the Bachelor's Organizational Leadership at Laredo College.
So there's an important, one, it's the work with the Laredo Food Policy Council.
Yes, so we'll get, yeah, he'll get to that in just a second.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
We have it.
Oh, I see that
It has
there.
their own time, yeah.
Here we have a event calendar, so you'll be able to customize any events that will happen throughout the month.
Cool.
So for example, here we have the workshop that Mr. Moreno had mentioned. We put the flyer, several photos of volunteers working on it, and it gives you the date and time that it will happen and the location as well.
And you can put like when to plant, start planting seeds and stuff on this, right?
Yeah.
For the different seasons.
For October, we have the pumpkin patch. We put the flyer again. We put the events that are gonna happen on the 17th, 18th, and 19th. Put several photos. And then in November, we know that you have another farmer's market event. Again, the date, time, and the location.
Ah, yes, in this, the planting day, de los árboles.
Just make
You'll have,
sure-
you'll have new interns that day.
Yeah.
For the events pop-up, is there a way that we can add like a registration, like, or take them to the registration form on when they open a particular event?
For the volunteer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so right here,
That's
we
right.
made a separate tab for the volunteer form. Here we have an updated version. So people are able to put in their information, and once they finish, then Mr. Moreno would get the volunteer form signed and done. Alright, so I'll be passing it on to my partner, and she'll be introducing them.
I have a question about the ethnicity, is there a reason why you chose that as a question?
Well, yeah, if we want to apply to grants, we need demographics, yeah. They always ask.
State won't, federal is, government right now doesn't like that, but federal does.
In
And some of
fact,
these
if
federal,
we-
like Sheet Aggie Life right now has federal grants, not state.
If we wanna pursue the grant with USDA, they will ask for that.
Yeah, that's good.
So we can add perhaps like what's your interest, like hydroponics,
Yeah, I don't
Right.
remember exactly the question, but there's a question that says, what do you prefer to plan or to go to farmer's market or to go to schools, or how do you wanna volunteer? Yeah.
Yeah, and so this is a Google form, right?
Oh, it's a Survey Monkey.
Oh, SurveyMonkey.
Yeah, we pay a subscription.
Okay, so it's very easy to edit and
Yeah,
update as
yeah,
needed,
that's not a
get the
problem.
data that y'all need.
And in fact, it's really brand new, that link. I have like 1 or 2 inputs right now. I can always like tweak it.
But I just wanna remind that when you're collecting volunteer information, the more you ask, the less likely
You'll be
they're
very
gonna
good.
answer.
I know,
That's right.
because
So
this
just
is,
get the
this is
basics, and once
actually,
you have them captured, then
Right.
answer
well,
the other
this link serves me as the volunteer application, but as a waiver too, because,
Liability,
yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go over the Laredo Food Policy Council. So obviously here we have an overview. At the bottom you can see we have some slides of basically of the background of the Laredo Food Policy. We're gonna have here the table of contents and how the Urban Agriculture and Sustainability Act, founded, I guess. So here you can see the table of contents of the different sections that we're gonna have throughout this slide. So here you can see that we have the summary of the Laredo Food Policy.
So here's the idea, what I acted here is to, have a separate tab just for the Laredo Food Policy Council inside the LCUIS website.
So throughout these tabs, we are gonna have different information. I'm sorry. So this is here the creation of the Laredo Center of Urban Agriculture and Sustainability, which is the LCUAS. Do I go over like all the?
That's the actual plan that the city adopted.
And obviously the next tab is gonna be the About Us. So here we do have different information that we obtained from Mr. Moreno, which is basically the garden's background, the Casa Canseco's background and the history, and where anyone can come in here and actually view what the organization is actually about, like our roots in the urban agriculture, with the LCUAS, the community partnerships with, where the LCUAS has been participating, and, the years of experience in the urban agriculture when Mr. Moreno decided to take action of this organization and leadership. And obviously here we have, the mission, what the LCUAS is gonna decide to expand.
Where'd you get that from? Cause that's not familiar to me.
That's the info that I gave them.
Because the mission is in the resolution that the city created. It's those A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's the mission.
Yeah, that's probably a paragraph that I wrote for an application or something.
So, would you be able to give you that information?
Yeah, as long as we have it, we
That's
can
not
go ahead and change it.
Okay.
Mhm.
And we have the contact us. Here, they have the address and the number
Mm-hmm.
of, is this Mr. Moreno?
Yeah, that one's more.
This is my personal number actually.
And obviously, we have the donate button. Here, we will discuss if we're gonna add the Cash App of the church.
Yes, so for this donation button to work, it has to be linked with an account, and that way it'll give people an option to decide how much they wanna donate, either $5, 10, 20, it'll be up to them. But the only way it'll work is if it's linked to an account. Now, if that's something you're interested in, we can go ahead and show you the plans for the website. Let me go ahead and show you that right now. So as of now, the way the website is, because it's the basic, just free version, there is no option for people to donate. Now, right here, these are the 4 options, that if you're interested in, could help you, you know, it's up to you.
That, you mean it's not like this? So you would like, oh, I see.
It's a US page, so you can get extra perks within the domain, which does allow the I like the e-commerce, which is where you can sell, people can come pick up, if you sell some products,
That's
they pay, and then they just come pick up, or you can
I do
drop off.
wanna just make one recommendation, and Frank brought this up, which I hadn't thought about, is in terms of your content. If you're wanting to have the videos and the pictures, which I hadn't thought about, you may want to select, I think Frank, your recommendation was maybe doing the business with the storage space, because you do want to be able to play those videos. That's completely, up to y'all, it was something I hadn't thought about, but aside from the e-commerce, you know, how you, the functionality and the visual aesthetic appeal and what you're gonna want to accomplish, you may wanna look at in terms of those different plans.
So, this might also be able to be helpful for community supported agriculture, which once it starts producing more, maybe there's enough now, you can actually become a member and get boxes.
Like subscription.
Mhm.
Ooh, that would be really nice.
And that's a common thing that a lot of, farms do.
Mhm.
Eventually we can do that. I think we did it during COVID.
Well, during COVID, we did something like that.
I just wanted to say that, I know there's some changes that we are mentioning or something, but I just wanna let you know that I know creating a website is not an easy task. And especially you mentioning that they're not computer or any major like that, so I just wanna let you know, both of you, congratulations, this is a great thing.
Thank you so much.
It was, like I mentioned, like I work with a nonprofit as well, and it's not an easy task, so this is good job for you. You'll have experience for anywhere you can go, and now you'll have this type of experience.
And I also always like to, share our students as potential going out to the workforce. So if anyone needs some very talented leaders, they're young and ready
When
to
do you
work.
go out to the workforce?
Graduation.
If you walk on that stage.
They're graduating in December.
Well, we just posted some, positions this morning for the
Oh,
department.
nice.
Facebook, Instagram.
Get them while they're hot, they're gonna go fast, these two.
Now, who is gonna run the website once they're done with it?
That is something we have to discuss.
And then, of course, if you go to business, you have up to 10 people who can
Yeah.
work on it at once, or not at once, but that can have access to it.
Yeah, cause creating a website is great, but maintaining it is another
It's como
thing.
Carolina.
And also I know maybe we can look into, I don't know, there's an option for a nonprofit, since we are a nonprofit, there might be cheaper prices, but, maybe that's something that we can look into. I know in our nonprofit, we do that with a lot of different, like, I don't know, the Word and Excel, like many different programs that if you let them know that you're a nonprofit, sometimes they do reduce the price, but that's something we can also check on our end. And then, like, again, the mission and all that, I think this is just more like the template for us to agree to it, and then we can
put it in there.
create send the edits and all those.
Mhm.
The idea is for it to kind of be ready by the end of this month, so we can start promoting, getting volunteers, and even if there's an account linked to start, getting donations for them.
I think what we can
So-
do is, we can share, there's the, for the feedback, there's a link that we can provide for feedback.
I have a few, I've been writing down
Got
everything
it.
that's been said, but if somebody wants to contribute more feedback that wasn't said, we can
For
send you a link.
when you go into the website, the newsletter do we have a newsletter?
No, we don't have any storage.
Okay,
Well, but it's just collecting data, I think that's the goal right now, collecting data and then
Okay.
slowly transitioning to.
Yeah, so
once
when-
we have it, we'll have that
Yeah,
data
because we're
and we
also
can
looking
send
at
them.
hiring new staff, and so
That
that's
can be
like
one of
leverage
them.
for us, who's gonna
Okay.
maintain.
Now, another thing to note is that you all have, I don't know if you know or not, but you all have a new set of interns that just started in August. So they'll be graduating in December, and the new group is in charge of promoting and creating awareness for the
So I
website.
have 3 new students right now.
And then in January, we get another group. So our program accepts a new cohort every semester. And they are in the program for 2.5 semesters, 10 months. And so,
And you give the students the duties that they have to do, or like,
Well,
will
we
we be
meet
able
with-
to give them a newsletter?
We met with
We
with Mr. Moreno, and he felt that getting the volunteers, getting donations, promoting the website was
Yes.
kind of at the top of priority.
3 things I talked to them, farmers market, the website, and community outreach. So those are the 3 things that I'm talking with the student.
But we can definitely have them like start a newsletter.
So in terms of content, you're saying you want the content before the end of the month, cause you wanna launch it. So how do we get you because there's content, I think that is very valuable for this, like why it exists, you know.
Not so much the content, I think we just need to pull the plug on the pricing. And if you wanna collect donations through the website, who do we contact to link your account to the website?
How do you think that works? Cause it doesn't seem like it's.
So we can either, who takes care of your finances for LCUAS?
We're gonna have an accountant
Okay.
start.
They need to be part of that team.
They need to be,
No, but I have yet to see a website that has collected, do you have a donation button on yours?
No, well, you can either do PayPal, if you have an account with PayPal, you can do PayPal, or I haven't used Cash App, but.
Well, I know that they have a cash app for the farmer's market, so one of the things that we were discussing here before the meeting started was maybe putting an image of your QR code, if we don't have an actual bank account linked.
Cause that money from the farmer's market goes somewhere
Yeah,
Right.
it goes to the treasurer,
to the, yeah.
to the
So
account.
Now,
it could-
yeah, if there's any rules about collecting donations for nonprofits, I don't know.
Well, what I'm saying is that button for a donation, I haven't been involved with a website that it's actually brought in even enough money to pay for the whole.
Yeah.
Like it's
I-
usually people donate.
Yes, well,
You
maybe
know,
we can have like
one-on-one.
set up that option to where you're talking to someone, you're gonna get that donation through a conversation, but just, you can tell them, you can go to our website, just press on a donate and you send the money through there. Instead of you like later send me a check or it follows through, like you don't follow through. I mean, like you just don't have that option in case you have a conversation outside and it's easy for us to say, yeah, you can donate, just go to the
You
website.
can walk them through it on the phone, you can donate there while you're with them.
It's a
Yeah,
much,
that-
I think a much cleaner, more professional way of as you said, when you're networking and approaching folks, you know, and it saves time because you don't have to invoice and do, of course, I'm sure you do some of your donations through that, but if you're out at your event, you meet someone, hey, you know what, I'd really like to buy those plants for you. I would like to take care of that for you. How can I do that? Well, here's our website and here's the QR code. I did this yesterday. I've been in the Laredo Rotary Club, and so I did the newsletter for the month, right? And we decided to go paperless, and so I just walked around with a QR code. I printed a few, you know, we're very big on, we're trying to save money, right? So I printed, you know, a few in color, but then I just went around with a QR code and everybody got their newsletter and they went through it on their
So
phone.
I don't know how they would get their W-9 and.
Yeah, that's the part the accountant will need,
So then they'll send it to the person after they've donated the money?
So, we can put some rules, let's say if you donate, you know, above $10, or I don't know what the threshold is, but if you donate above,
Whatever.
yeah.
She's also an accountant, so she's a good person to ask, cause she does.
I
Um,
think
mean,
you don't need a W-9 if you donate over $500.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you can put a limit as to how much they can donate.
I know that people will
Want
want
your-
their,
want their
that they
taxes.
want that deduction, even if it's $500, I mean.
unless we send them like a receipt, after they donate and they can use
They
it
get the
as.
1099.
Now, if you
Like-
don't really like the donate button, we can always, but this would take a little bit longer to create the subscription. We can say subscribe and this is what you get every month with your subscription.
I just think if we have a donate button there that it's not costing us anything, I say why not have it in case
No,
we
but I
can get.
think
Well,
it
it
does
is
cost us
costly.
something.
Well, it's
You
gonna
have to
cost,
pay-
you're gonna have to pay like the at least the $29 to accept, payments.
So either way, you know,
Depending on what we're getting, it's minimum right now.
Yeah, we're gonna get the
$36
17, then we can go off, we don't have to have it. if we're gonna get a business one already that it's included, add it.
We
If
also
not,
have
we
to
can-
remember who's our new demographic, who are we catering to? And so.
Cashless is crypto, where's crypto?
So, yeah, I mean.
And eventually, if
about
you wanna
here,
offer
but
merch, you
then
know,
you have
that's
your-
one of the things we talked about too, if you wanna sell
your
t-shirts,
Yeah.
and
Gen Zs,
bags.
they don't want, I know, cause they do it, they don't,
Cash
what do you mean
App,
cash?
Venmo,
No,
PayPal.
they need an app.
Because I know like for Cash App, if people donate through Cash App gives you a monthly statement. So that will be the accountant's responsibility to check if some, like, on a monthly base, she'll have who, if she sees that there's a flag of someone donating so much money, then she's gonna ask like, who's this person? I think that's where we'll have to like contact them to give them their W-9 or whatever. If
And
that's
those
gonna be
details
too
can be
much.
discussed later. I think for sake of time,
Mhm.
do we need to vote on anything to, because I know that we need to put the trigger on something, which is either buying the membership, so, and then obviously maybe, delegating back to the director to update some of the tabs that may need updating. And then which one are we gonna go with? And can we vote, because I don't think that's an item, it's just a director's report, no actionable item.
So, do we have to pull the trigger on one of these?
You don't have to pull the trigger right now, there's not an item to vote, you can, just take this information with you.
No, well,
A directive to the director.
So your next meeting is,
Next month.
Next
Well,
Yeah,
no,
no,
wait,
I
because it's food time, no?
yeah, Food Town is gonna,
I don't know what we have.
I think, and so I think one of the ideas with the pumpkin patches, it's, especially for the 19th, which is the day we're kind of hosting, or helping to host, we're bringing in also volunteers from the Chamber of Commerce, the Youth of Laredo, they'll be working that. And I think the idea was try to get the word out about the website. And so ideally, you know, when the pumpkin patch opens, it would be nice to be able to unveil that.
well, I don't see any place on here and possible action, so I think what we need to do is probably,
Can we do an amendment or something?
no, unfortunately, it doesn't say impossible action on any one of these. We could have snuck it into that.
I think we need to always add it in there,
Yeah,
all the time,
I
just
know
in
that.
case.
I know that, believe me. I don't know about,
Yeah.
The other thing I can think of is we can have a special meeting, and then as long as 6 of us are there, we
And
can
be remote,
vote.
whatever, yeah.
okay, why don't we do that?
Yeah, it's an easy.
Why don't we get a special meeting and so that you can start that, meanwhile, we're getting you the content.
We'll update, right now, this is what I have for them to, kind of update on the calendar to add what to plant and at what time of the month. Under projects, link the city of Laredo to the city of Laredo Health Department. Mission, is the resolution, and we'll get that information.
It's already
Yes.
published, you
Okay.
have the information,
Okay,
it's
so we're
just a
just-
matter of copy and paste.
Copy and
It's-
paste.
Well,
It's the pictures,
And the
actually,
slides.
it's in,
and it's in the rest.
it's
the
like
food
A
policy.
through G, you know, it's very, it's not like written out like that, but I suppose I can take a stab at.
So usually like a
making
mission,
paragraph.
like the mission should be maybe about 2 to 3 sentences at most.
Yeah,
So, do you have 2 or 3 sentences that you wanna select from there? Or are you comfortable with us selecting the 2 or 3
no,
sentences?
we'll
Okay.
do it and we'll give it to you. This isn't like your regular, this nonprofit wasn't started the same way that a lot of nonprofits are.
I'm sorry.
It's a local government corporation that was created through council
Oh,
and, but it is a nonprofit.
no.
And so, you have to always go back to the language of
The resolution.
the bylaws that were passed and then the mission is the authority that it was given to do, so it's
Okay.
like.
It might be better to, depending on how the board sees it, to change the verbiage from mission to resolution and just take out the mission altogether and it'll
No,
accomplish
mission
the
is
same.
perfect because
Okay.
we are a nonprofit.
Okay, but you want all of the,
Yes, but I'll give it to you in a paragraph.
Okay.
if I may, when you have this emergency meeting, of course, to approve the website and, you know, to be continually edited as per the board, I would also, you know, ask that you approve the exact package that you want and, you know, give Mr. Moreno perhaps.
It's one of these, so
Yeah.
is it?
And then cause he'll need to work with the accountant, so.
Can we get a copy of this, or like a screenshot?
Yes, I'll send it to you.
or something?
There.
No, but is it possible for us to get like a hard copy
Of the plans,
of this whole website so that we
we can give you the link.
can do
Yeah,
that?
we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be.
Can you send it?
We'll send it to Mr. Moreno, can he
Can you
disperse?
send it to me? Or to all of us?
And I think it might be easier just to have, like whatever comments there are feedback. Cause I'm trying to remember, it won't make changes on it, right? It'll just give,
We'll just do it per page, whatever it is.
but does it do it on the actual website or?
No, I think it sends them the feedback.
It sends in the feedback, okay.
We're not gonna make any changes on your stuff.
Yeah, no, so I was just wondering how, cause I'm trying to remember how I do it. So when I do it with my students, they send it to me and I kinda just type out comments.
Yeah,
So I may wanna just
maybe
condense
which one you
into
want.
like one document or one email or whatever with, and then any documents that you want, you know, just kind of attach those.
So what we'll do.
This is us board telling the director, right? And so the director is.
Send it to us.
Right,
So we're
and
just.
so what we'll do is we'll go page by page and we'll say, can you change this to this, add this to that, and
Mhm.
have the content
Yes.
per page, that way we're not.
Correct.
So they're gonna give you that, you can give it to us, we'll give you the documentation.
So we're gonna send out the plans and then the link to the actual website for them to.
The feedback.
This one's a thing, it's the wage pricing information. You click on it and then it'll give you the,
Yeah.
Which one do you suggest? I mean, do you have I mean,
I would say depending on your budget.
that's $7 difference.
I would definitely go with the business one if you're planning on expanding, like if you're gonna get subscriptions, if you're gonna sell merch, if you're gonna wanna collect donations.
Merch.
I would definitely go with the business one.
We definitely have to do some cups and some
Yeah, that-
t-shirts.
And that was one of the things we saw, one of the volunteers had on, one of the shirts, it
Yeah.
was really, really
We should
nice.
sell gardening hats,
we
gardening,
created-
cause that way we can get out there.
Visors.
Yeah, year one or two, we did some t-shirts.
One of the vendors that we've worked with quite a bit is, Stitch and Print. And what's really neat about them is they'll make a design and they'll actually host it through their website. So the person just kind of automatically orders their sizing and whatever they want, and you're kind of out of the equation,
But
for
yeah,
that.
they give you their price and then you add on your price and then he collects his and then just sends you the money. So you don't have to get involved with collecting, you don't have to, yeah, you don't have to worry.
And then they pick it up at Stitch and Print, right?
You can pick it up at Stitch and Print, or one person can pick it up from LCUS and then just disperse.
Well, it's one down, but.
And I think you all have mentioned that the way the website is set up right now with all the videos and graphics, we're leaning more towards the business plan
The
because of that
100
storage.
100 GBs,
cause the videos are the ones that take up the most space.
They're very clever to do this.
Is there a section on the website where you can archive videos so that you just keep adding new ones?
Yes,
That's a
so,
good question.
with-
Archive videos, like
Saved, like videos that are saved.
that are not necessarily on the website, but you know, like an archive, like file away.
Yes, or like where you
Whenever
live and passes.
whenever you
will be
upload
archived.
on any media, you'll have it on there, like they save, everything stays saved on.
Well, I'm saying like, you know, like sometimes you put a newsletter and it's archived by month or year, and it's not like in Discord, but you'll go to like
Or to go
archive,
and look
like
at
a
the
little
one
tab
from-
that says archived
The gallery.
newsletters or archived.
Right here it shows, if you wanna show that again, Frank, so these are the site files, and then you can see over here the create a new folder, so it looks like you can kinda organize it like a documents kind of folder.
Yeah.
But you mean in the actual website? Like if, for
Oh,
example,
So for
yes,
example,
yes,
I
yes,
wanted to go
yes.
back and look at something from 2 months ago and it was
Yes.
like October event art, like an archive, and I don't know if when you archive something, does it take up extra space or not? Like, I don't know anything about computers.
I'm not sure about that one, to be honest.
I think it does, I
Maybe
think it does,
so, maybe
even
so.
though it might not be like on the website, or if it is, it might be kinda like hidden.
or maybe
But
what you
it's-
can do is put like documents, and then like just October newsletter, September, and then you click on it and
And
another
those
document
newsletters
comes
take
up.
up a lot of storage space, that's one of the things that I realized, cause of the pictures, even if they're not very long, they're very dense. But it's a really good website.
Yeah.
Makes me wanna go garden.
Monday?
I say
They'll
that
be there
every time.
Saturday.
Mr. Moreno, I say that every time I'm gonna go.
You know, it's very nice, it's very therapeutic, we've gone out a few times with the students, and we take our kids and their partners, and, we're sore. On Monday morning, Monday morning, students are like, doc, we're a little sore today. Called exercise.
Yes.
I don't do it.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Alright.
Do we wanna set a
We're
meeting?
gonna have, Monday of next week, we're, I don't know, we have to do a special call meeting.
I think
Maybe-
we need to send the posting.
Yeah, right, we would have to do it.
But if you send it
I'm not
today,
around.
Thursday, would that be enough days? It has to be 3 days.
Um,
Thursday, but it has to be working hours.
It would have to, it would have had to have gone out today.
Today's
Yeah,
They can still go into there.
Yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Well,
And
okay.
do you know how early we need to do the posting?
It's 72 hours. So if they wanna make Monday,
if you
we go
wanna
on
set
today's.
up
Hours or business hours?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean.
Hours.
Oh,
Hours.
72 hours?
Yes.
Oh,
So
then
it
fine.
can go up,
Yeah, because you count Saturdays, that's what.
Yeah, so if it's 72 hours, not business days, we're good.
Yeah,
Wait,
because
as long as it's posted today,
so can we close the
When
meeting
would it be?
Monday.
Monday? I guess we'll do it here in over lunch.
I would also have to check if it's available. You're gonna have it here?
Well, we don't have to have it here, I suppose, right?
But it needs to be recorded. But it needs to be
Charlie's
recorded.
Do you
We
want to
have
like
to
Zoom
record it,
meetings?
right?
Yeah, it has to be recorded.
I can check it,
Zoom?
environmental,
Environmental?
check it.
Oh, and time of you?
Yeah, we can, yeah, I also can do it there, but,
But we can record it? Can I? So, but how do we,
but I don't know how to send it.
yeah, I don't know.
They're checking the calendar. September, it says 23rd.
The 23rd, at what time? Cause I know we're having the ECI.
Oh, that's from,
Right.
11 to 12:30, right, or 12, yeah. So
What time is this one?
1:30.
1:30?
1:30, around 2 or something.
Well, at noon, we can't do it at noon?
No,
Then something from 11 to 12:30.
Well, how about at 12:30?
there's gonna be a lot of people here.
A lot of
It'd be hard to
people.
get them out.
One? Can we, is that too late for one?
Yeah, they're here from 11 to 12:30.
No?
I don't know.
No, I can't, I can't, I can't.
They come back one that says,
A week, yeah. I mean, I think it's just like.
And that's big, forget it.
Yeah, I'm sure we would be, have it available.
You're sure?
Yeah, let me check.
So we're checking environmental?
For, at noon, that's it?
Yeah, noon. I'll bring lunch, we all lunch. Anything?
On that one, you just need the board members, right? Cause y'all are gonna vote like, I would need to.
Thank you.
It has to be both.
Review what? Oh, yeah, that's a good, right idea. As soon as she sets the agenda.
Agenda for
Not you, action.
everything is action.
So it's, yes.
Do we
Okay.
have more volunteers for this Saturday, or it was just the one?
For
Saturday?
sure, you'll have the interns there this year because, they were kind of hoping to go promote the website either at the farmer's market, but I think they're gonna do the demonstration again, so they'll be there to help on Saturday.
So if we could like just get this meeting set up so that we can make sure you all have everything you all need. So, will you, should I send you the agenda items like after I get back to the office?
Is this just an executive meeting, or are you gonna need the students again?
No.
No.
who's here make it on Monday?
Board
Not you,
members.
Board members, yes?
Where?
It might be at environmental,
Or,
which is.
or just send the information.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, great. Are we ready to move on?
Do you have more on your report?
I don't have anything.
I wanted to, can I say
Yeah.
something? Okay, so I just wanted to.
We're gonna excuse me.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Everything you all need,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate your time. Thank you, Mr. Sullivan.
Le dije que les iba a
Okay, so I just wanted to remind everyone there's a farmer's market this Saturday. We do, the outlets is also having a content creator event, so there's gonna be about 30 to 40 influencers at the outlets this Saturday, so, a lot of our stuff is gonna get, recorded and promoted and it's gonna be out there. Also, CVB hired a company that is doing a commercial for Laredo. And they are going to be in Laredo starting this weekend, so they're trying to show up to the farmer's market and record the farmer's market. This is again, a commercial that's gonna be a national commercial, right? And it's to invite to attract people to Laredo. So, they're getting several restaurants, they're getting several, places. I know they're trying to get, the plazas in the downtown area, farmer's market, many different things. They're doing the Rio Grande, they're doing the the golf court, several things that they are recording. So, if they're gonna be here starting September 21st to the 25th, I believe, September 25th. So if there's anything that you can think of that you feel that we can ask them if they wanna do it in the commercial.
Put in
Put in the commercial.
Well,
Promote
if they're going
Laredo?
there,
Laredo.
Like all the
All
Laredo, not
Laredo,
like
all
the
Laredo.
farmer's
Yes, it's
market.
not just
we should have like a poster of the food town event for sure, and the QR code there, so that they can at least maybe can see that, you know? Do you all have posters that you're putting out, you know, with different information, or?
Not from food policy, but if you all have anything that we can set up at the farmer's market this Saturday, that would be great.
So we need a poster of, up to you.
Cause it's gonna be a commercial that it's gonna be airing like everywhere, right? So, just so they can see what do we have in Laredo, so. and-
LCUAS, do you have your banner? Okay.
That's
No
what
banner, no.
we're having, that's the conversation that me and Jose were having earlier, because, since he has this workshop, he's trying to make sure there's help to.
And I'm having this workshop in order to have the garden ready
For the
for
pub.
October. Now, the thing here is, if I get Xochitl or Meli that are my core volunteers, if they attend this coming Saturday, I can send them to the farmer's market. If not, I will have to stay in the garden and do the workshop and work in the garden.
No, you have to be there.
I cannot be in two places at the same time.
I know,
So-
but we have to get there's only 2 people who can work there?
Yeah,
at
in the farmer's market, yes, I cannot send any volunteer to the farmer's market.
No, I
How long
understand.
is this commercial gonna be?
How do
Because
we
if they're
not
gonna
know
record the
if they
golf
can be
course
there?
and
No, they're gonna be here all week,
I
so.
mean-
No, I know, how long will the commercial be?
They are
Because
not
most
getting
commercials
paid.
are 30
That's why.
seconds.
Well, I
Yeah,
already
it's
told you,
attractions
there
that
are
are gonna
people
be
who.
happening
Right,
who
for,
are
per
there.
month, like,
Right.
district, not for like.
I think
one-time
we're,
event.
I think we're kind of like, look, please set them up that they can be paid per hour, okay? How many hours is it usually?
But it's 11 to 3.
But that,
4
well, no,
hours,
it's
2
like
people?
earlier.
What time is it?
So from 9?
The farmer's market is 11 to 3, but they don't start working at 11.
I know, the thing is that they come to the garden at 8:30, 9, we harvest, we clean up the produce,
And then you go.
we set up, we transport
8, 9,
everything to
10,
the
11,
farmers.
12, 1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
So you're
it's
saying
like
he
7
needs to all
hours.
show up
It's
to
an 8-hour
that.
shift.
It's an
And
8-hour shift.
Ideally,
Yes.
Yes.
It's an 8-hour shift on Saturdays.
It's 8 hours, 2 people.
now I have to ask them if they're available, if they wanna get, paid that day. And if they're, I mean, they all have plans and family, I know Ruby right now, is not available to come to the garden because of her son's activities. Now Xochitl helped me the Saturday to do the workshop. Now this coming workshop, if she's available to go to the farmer's market, we're good.
Say, this is a very important farmer's market,
I
so.
understand, but I have to have the garden ready for the pumpkin patch.
I understand. Let me finish, please. Please, if you could, after we finish talking right now, if you could text them and ask them, they'll be paid for their time if they're available. So otherwise, we're gonna have to find somebody else.
Can I get you someone and then you just prep them before the day of the event? That has
The thing is that whenever we go to the farmer's market with new volunteers or new person, they don't know what to do.
I agree, and
That's
they're
why
just sitting there like they don't really.
That's why I work
themselves
with mainly
know.
Xochitl or Ruby. These three ladies know what to do, how to do it. Todo.
Or maybe Xochitl with some
another
help,
person that knows how to sell the program.
one or two.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting you quality people that know how to sell stuff,
Now,
salespeople.
Caitlin, is she going to be there?
See,
Bueno, Caitlin is one volunteer and has.
Does she have her own table that she?
yeah,
I
but
don't know.
we usually put them next to each other so they can help out.
We are always next to each other.
And I can help, and I'm gonna be there, but I'm gonna be helping farmer's market, but also helping with the other content creator event. But we'll make sure we can manage it, just so it can look nice. They were originally gonna come until September 23rd, that Monday, but they found out that we were having a farmer's market and they're coming Saturday too. And I was just like, okay, I need to make sure we're set up, like, and make sure that they get good spots, like, in a
También
good.
pueden.
This Saturday, right?
Mhm.
And do you know how long they'll be recording? Like, do they schedule an hour or like the whole time?
También pueden venir al jardín a vernos trabajar al jardín. O sea.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
I can text, I have the contact, he went to my office and,
In fact, a couple of years ago, during the pumpkin patch, they brought like 15 content creators from Mexico City, and they visited the Consejo.
well, this one was just they contacted me that CVB had hired them, and that's the date that they gave us. It's like an actual crew that they're gonna come September 23rd to the 27th. They're sending 3 or 4 crew members before for the farmer's market to include it in this commercial. They're also doing Casa Lopez that night. So I mean, there's several things.
They're coming to work.
They're coming to work.
And sell our city. That's
I
what
just think it's an opportunity that, because there's commercials out there and it is a certified farmer's market, so I
Kind
feel
of
like.
like those California commercials that they do, that type, that's what they're doing, and they last 30 minutes, 30 seconds.
I'm pretty sure it's a quick run through, right, but, I mean,
Thank you.
How would we come up with
I mean, you either a table or we can have some, if you have, posters where they can like record that area. Because if they're all together, I feel like the Main Street with the farmer's market, and then we have the, banner, the produce, Chapon Creek has their jams and all that stuff. Palo Blanco, Bella Gourmet has her microgreens. We can put the Food Policy Council signage like around there also.
When you say food policy council signage.
Do you all have any? I don't know.
A
No,
poster.
no, I'm talking about the Food Town event, the Food Town Laredo event, with all the different posters of, the pumpkin patch on the 18th,
When is this
farm-
commercial gonna be
farmer's
done?
market.
I don't know when it's
Is it
gonna
gonna be after October? Like, how long do
It
you
can
think?
be at the table.
Let me
No,
ask.
I'm saying for the commercial, cause they're recording, right? They're gonna record at the Max and maybe at Casablanca and all the vendors at the, so let's say it's a 30-second commercial, how much will it get? I don't know if they're gonna like zoom in on the food town that has all the
No,
dates.
they're not, we're not trying to sell the dates, obviously, I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna be ready for that. but
Right.
It shows all the things that are happening around all of this. It's
Well-
just like eye candy.
If you
Right.
can get
With
me a
some-
poster, our promotion specialists are gonna be out there, we usually go to every farmer's market. We can put it on our table, and we can have one of them promote just Food Town.
Right.
But I would need to have that, and I don't know if you can have it by
Oh.
Saturday.
I will. So, también, like, when is this commercial gonna air?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
That's the thing too, cause like, let's just say it airs after October, I don't see.
It doesn't matter if
I
it
think
airs
it's
after
just-
October, it's just so we can show that there is a food
lot.
policy, and
Yeah.
there is a lot of stuff happening in
Okay.
Laredo
Right.
for the following year.
Oh, okay, so like,
I mean, I don't know, it might
Yeah.
be, it might air in November, December, but if you show this commercial
That there's
whenever,
stuff.
that's things that are happening in Laredo.
Now, I remember they mentioned like whenever they do advertisement like that, we don't see that here, right? It's shown in all the other cities.
And I'm pretty,
I would love to see the commercial.
I know,
Like-
and I have their actual, information, so I'm gonna ask for the commercial, I'm like, I wanna see what
Okay,
you
so we can see
created.
it here at the next meeting, or
Yeah.
whatever meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know, but sorry, and then for pumpkin patch, there is, as you can see, there's, 4 Thursdays, 4 Fridays, and 4 Saturdays. I do have a spreadsheet where I'm asking for volunteers to go and help that day. Laredo Main Street board members and LCUAS board members, at least one of you to attend one of these days to help with the cash boxes, either admission or the table where the pumpkins are gonna be selling. And, we will have a volunteer with you all, but we want at least one board member where the money's gonna be handled
so you should do a pumpkin patch, right?
for the pumpkin
We
patch.
already have 5 confirmed, timing volunteers for that.
Yes,
So if we
but
need
for
some-
the whole Thursdays, 4 Thursdays, 4
Oh,
Fridays,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I have an Excel sheet, but I already sent it to Laredo Main Street board members, and I already have some board members, that are gonna participate either 2 Thursdays, 2 Fridays, like, I just want at least one member to show up and if we need help, because Jose, myself, and Marilyn will be there, and Valerie. We'll be there, majority, like almost the whole month. We already kind of figured out some days that we won't be there, but we'll make sure Marilyn, when I'm not there, 2 other people will be there, or vice versa, right? But it's 2 hours that you all need to just help out, either at the door to collect the money or buying where they're gonna buy the pumpkins. Just so we can have someone, a board member handling the money with the volunteer, we don't wanna let just the volunteers handle the money by themselves, right? I'll send the spreadsheet to everyone, and you all can let me know if you can do one Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30, or one Saturday, or the 4 Thursdays if you all can commit to something, or whatever, right? And then September 28th, it's next Saturday. We are going to have several high school football players attend the garden, because they're gonna help us unload all the pumpkins. So we're having, this coming week, all the hail bales, the pallets, the pumpkins, everything's gonna start delivering to the garden this coming week, so we can be ready by Saturday. Right now, we already have about 50 football players that are gonna show up to help us.
I hope somebody's taking pictures.
Yes, so I wanna
Maybe
invite,
wearing the
this is,
different, from different high
yes,
schools.
so I'm in contact with all the coaches personally, and I'm telling them, this is a great opportunity for the youth to show their community involvement. Please wear
The
your
volunteer
jerseys.
sheet, they need to see.
I am inviting the media to, or at least like Laredo Morning Times, I wanna take a picture of the football players. It's all high schools, not just one high school, right? And then I wanna let Ms. Cigarro know so she can be there. And the outlet shops is also donating props for the pumpkin patch, so we'll have some decorations there. Me and my husband are gonna drive to Kingsville to pick up some hay bales, cause we're getting them like at $4, and We are putting a lot of work and effort to this pumpkin patch. We really want for it to be successful. I feel like both Main Street and LCOS really can benefit from this fundraiser. Like, we really do need, any dollar is good, right? And, so we are putting a lot of work, a lot of effort. I am going to ask the football players as well if they can attend every Saturday while the pumpkin patch is going on, so they can help with the maintenance of the garden. Because like Jose was saying, the pumpkin patch, pues bien padre, todo va a estar bien padre, pero he needs help with the garden and needs to maintain and needs to make sure that everything is well planted and harvest and everything, right? So if you know of any other volunteers also that wanna go, the reason why I have to do Saturday is because they're students, so they can't go during the week. The contacts that I have, it's the football players, and it's football season, so they get out of work out of school super late, so they can't do during the
They
week.
have Saturday games and they kinda couldn't go either in the morning, right?
Some they have Friday, so like that Saturday that we're doing it, some of, like Ciudad, they have a game Friday out of town, but the assistant coach called me and she's like, some of them are gonna show up beaten up, but they
Oh.
show up, like, they're very committed. They were part of there was a walk, the 9/11.
When they went up in the.
They went up, she said that they also had a game, they showed up, she guaranteed about 30 just from Cigarro.
Wow.
Will they need community service hours too?
We are gonna provide community service, and I do double the community service hours for this. I mean, if we do get that many volunteers, we're gonna be done quick, right? But that's why we went to do the walkthrough today, to make sure we have them, we know to know what they have to do, right? We're not just kinda like stand there. Mile 1 is going to donate donuts for the volunteers, and LNF is gonna donate waters and electrolyte drinks for the volunteers as well, so.
All
Just
these
to,
dates?
no, just for next Saturday,
Next
the
Saturday.
28th. Just the 28th, to where, I mean, whenever we have other volunteers, I think we can have water for them, but it's not gonna be 60 or, right? So, so that's what
So before they go out there, so they're not sitting in lines, signing in, we need to get a sign-in sheet for these guys, with their emails and whatever.
Like a registration.
Yes, because we have to do that for Canseco House.
Okay.
Te puedo dar estas, te puedo dar de estas.
I don't know,
Google document?
Bueno, no, estas son las que, por ejemplo, el sábado pasado, aquí están los que fueron.
are
Yo te
those,
puedo dar unos en blanco y ese día se pueden llenar o.
Can you make it in
Yeah,
Office
this is-
365 and then just
I
have
mean,
them do it?
this is only a signing,
Like a Google form.
or different to
the
the
survey monkey?
volunteer program, that's another thing.
Se los mandas ya para que lo tengan.
Yeah, so the
hecho.
coaches bring them.
Yeah,
What I can do is create like a Google document where they can sign in, and then I can share that Google document with LCOS. But I'll have an extra one there just so they can sign it once, not when they're going in, maybe that waiver will already be done,
Yes.
but before they leave, so we can give them, cause I'm planning on giving them a certificate with their name, so it can be like a nice, event for them, and they feel like, hey, we did community hours, we got a certificate, and they're gonna be in the media. I feel this is 7 different high schools, so far I have 4 confirmed, but that's 4 different parts of the city that are gonna know about the pumpkin patch, I feel, you know, so that's another reason why we're like, let's invite them to. The assistant coach from Sierra Roa, she called me immediately when I forwarded that message, and she said that she likes to help these football players, that these types of works help them for their resume for future college applications. So I think that's something that we can also highlight whenever we want to invite them and say, hey, there's an opportunity to go learn how to do the garden, you're giving community involvement, and I mean, just to get them involved, right, and they can use it as a resume or whatever. So, the 28th, whoever can attend to that day, it's the setup event, so it's gonna be to set up the pumpkin patch. so we can have it ready because the first day is October 3rd.
Mhm.
So that's the Saturday before
So, what we wanna do as part of, the date that we're promoting for Food Town
yes.
is, just take this poster and add some stuff on it of what's special on that day.
Yes, I was actually talking to the social media specialist right when I came. I forwarded her the information that you sent me with the,
I sent you the city maker logo.
yes, she's gonna add the city maker logo and she's gonna add,
Oh, no, it's also the CBD logo. Why, they're not, oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about something else. Sorry.
but yes, so what we do, we're gonna have a template. It's a template that it connects with the pumpkin patch, so we're adding whatever we decide with the Food Town.
Right,
If we can get Raquel to do the seeds, I mean the arroz con leche.
did you talk to them?
I messaged her, she was at work, she said she'll come. Whatever we end up doing with Food Town, the Friday, there's gonna be a template for
that.
Mhm.
And,
And for the farmer's market, we're gonna announce Raquel as
right.
that
And we'll have a
Food Town.
template, yes, on the
Mhm.
Food Town, that'll be special for that.
Yes, we're saying
Mhm.
Food Town is bringing this
Right.
chef to the farmer's market. Like, we are not gonna take credit for it, like, it's Food Town.
I don't know, well, it's like an
It's a
umbrella,
partnership.
it's an umbrella of the event, and it's, I mean, you know, farmers. Can you clarify something for me? Cause I was looking for a Centro de Laredo's farmers market, it's no longer there, you don't go by that anymore?
Like, what?
El Centro de Laredo Farmers Market, I looked for that on Facebook, it's no longer there.
But no, so Facebook, it is El Centro de Laredo Farmers Market, but it's always been through Laredo Main Street. The
So you
farmer's
have to
market
go
has
through
never had
its own Facebook,
No.
okay, I have.
Yeah.
So they can't put Farmers Market Laredo, they have to put Laredo Main Street.
They put Laredo Main Street.
Yeah.
To
I
the,
don't think so. Okay.
but if you put Farmer Laredo,
But you still
if you
use
put El
this.
Centro de Laredo Farmers Market,
It'll still come out,
it'll come out
Laredo Main Street.
Laredo Main Street, cause it's announced there the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Or like LaredoMainStreet.org will come out, like if you Google farmer's
Yeah,
market,
go straight to
Laredo Main Street, yeah.
Just do it right now, and send it in.
I think she lost an opportunity of putting 2 pumpkins in the.
In where?
The handcuffs, there should have been 2 pumpkins.
Well, that's funny because that's part of our social media campaign,
Oh,
so we are gonna have some with Bianca Del Bond, like we're working on some fun promotion. And we're doing either, I don't know, we're gonna end up doing like the ghost with the little handcuff or something, but it's part of, it's coming, it's part of it.
I was,
A little mummy or something.
And we're waiting for, just for farmer's market to pass this Saturday, and then that kicks in, because then
You'll get
people
everybody all
just,
confused.
yeah, but we're working on it.
Okay,
I was gonna say for the Saturday, the 28th of September, with the youth, I would strongly recommend we maybe do that registration form and include a waiver, because if a lot of them are under 18, they have to kind of get it approved by a guardian.
Okay.
And so that way the day of, well, we're not scrambling like, oh, where's your parents, or something like that.
I can send you the link.
yeah,
Send it to me.
that's important for you all too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work on it, we'll take
So
care of it.
the parent,
Yes.
Yeah, and
he's
then,
thinking,
yeah, and then for, any event that we do, like even a volunteer day at, LCUAS, like this Saturday or the past Saturday, we would wanna make sure that they all have waivers in case
Yeah.
they try and sue us, we have something.
Yeah, the good thing that many of the volunteers came from LC, so they are filling out the.
Already
Okay, awesome.
18.
But yeah, so I mean, it's like, again, we're excited and it's coming together, so hopefully y'all can make it on the 28th, and if not, any other day. On the 3rd in the morning, I think we're gonna do media,
That's a Wednesday, right?
yeah, or the 2nd, no sé. We have a calendar done,
Habíamos dicho Wednesday. Media
para
day,
comenzar el Thursday, ¿verdad?
y empezamos el jueves.
El second, ¿verdad?
Mhm.
But and on the 27th, I'm gonna be on KGNS at 5:30 and at
That reminds me.
noon to announce the pumpkin patch. They reached out to me and I was like, we're having media the following week and tomorrow, like on the 28th, y'all can join us, but I guess they needed
A story.
story, yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'll be there.
What is the fee gonna be to get into the pumpkin patch?
Bueno,
No me acuerdo.
habíamos dicho $3.
3 and 2.
Para los mayores de 10 años, 10.
10 and up.
$25. Kids from 2 to 10, $2. Menores de 2.
It's getting super late, but KGNS did send an email about, Food Town, and I was wondering who would like to participate in that, like, talk at KGNS about Food Town.
When?
Well,
Emily.
Emily is one,
Okay.
but there should
I
be.
can do anything in Spanish if you want. Telemundo tenemos, Univision.
Sí, tú vas a hacer todos los
Sí.
Telemundo. Y el oso. I'll do the English, you'll do
El
the-
oso es mi amigo, sí, I know.
Or both, we can do both.
Hey, ¿dónde está? It was KGNS, they're asking for, an interview for that, and you all said you do it? You know
When is it? When is it? When is it?
No, they
Yes.
wanna know when, they're saying, hey, when are you all available? It's in the morning, that they
If
do
it's
them, so-
before. At like 5 in the morning, right?
Yeah, it's like-
That's the reason why I'm like,
Yeah.
I wake up early. I mean, I can go if y'all give me like something you want me to say. I can go. I know I'm not a board member. Just I'm here as a guest still.
No, but.
But anyway, as long as it's not the week of, because I am having surgery that week.
Oh.
If it's the week before or that Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, no
No, I
problem.
think they want it like,
Now.
yeah.
So for our KGNS interview, it's Monday, September 30th. So that's gonna be the morning show.
Okay.
And then,
6:30.
let me,
Well, then why did they send it to you? Okay.
and then I think, let me look,
That's at the 6:30 AM show?
I don't know, they didn't tell me which one, they're gonna respond to me.
Okay.
But yeah, so Monday,
So at 27, I'm going.
Yeah, they make you get there at 5:45. Yeah.
yeah, Monday, September 30th, that's the morning show, and then Monday, October 14th is the afternoon show. Or, I'm sorry, not afternoon, it is the noon show.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the people who, maybe one of the chefs would.
I think that's what should be there. Yeah.
You
Like
know?
maybe Emily and one of the chefs.
Yeah, I'll find out, we'll find out
I
about
can
those.
ask, and see who's available.
If somebody wants to go with you to
Yeah.
talk about Food Town event.
Mm-hmm.
They can talk about, any of the issues that we've been sending them.
Oh, no. I was gonna say producer, but I don't think Marcia or Mr. Leon would do that, cause they live kinda out of town.
Right.
But yeah, I
But for
think-
the noon
But
show,
they
maybe.
can-
maybe for the noon show, yeah, I just have to figure out who's gonna do the morning one.
I think if you communicate with them, they'll do it.
It's live, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. But
And
yeah,
it goes by super quick.
Well, by the way,
Unless I don't have other guests
some
show
of
up
these
and then
chefs
they
already
keep on for
use
6 minutes.
Salamanca. They already buy produce from her, so it'd be good to get that person to do it,
Okay.
like Lolita, I think it's.
I was gonna say, Lolita, she's like 30%.
how long are the interviews?
It's usually like 2 minutes,
Like 2
depending on
minutes.
how, because they save it for the last few, like, let's say the last 6 to 10 minutes. But it, like, for me, it's happened where the other guest didn't show up, so then you're there talking for 6 minutes, and 6 minutes is a long time
You did
on you.
it?
Yeah,
You have to be
I
ready
think
to answer
Sabrina-
anything.
Sabrina.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The same thing. I mean, it takes more what you're waiting to go on air than what you actually.
Yes.
Right.
And if you know your information and if you have enough information,
Yeah.
won't even have enough time to say
Okay.
everything.
And
at
so
once.
it's at 5:45 a.m. Is that what you
It's
said?
at 6, so they tell you to be there by 5:30.
Yeah,
Okay, understood.
it's, yeah, you'll come out on air like at 6:20.
Okay, so,
If you don't find anybody, I'll go, but I'm gonna be there that Friday before,
No,
so
I think
at
definitely
5:30 in the
one of
morning
the
too, but
chefs will say yes.
if
if
one
you,
of the chefs go,
yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay, guys, we really went over our time.
I know.
So, we'll see see each other Monday at the special call meeting.
Can somebody send the calendar invite, please?
I will.
Yes,
Yeah, and then it'll be in environment
at environmental, guys.
At what time?
So that's.
at 12,
12?
yeah.
And what are we doing?
Ready to close? Yes? Okay, all those in